Hey guys, Lisa Callaghan here to share with you a report from LGL called the Standards Report. So let's get started. Here I am on a teacher's homepage in Let's Go Learn, and I'm going to navigate to the top menu bar, click on Score and Reports, and I'm going to scroll down to, let's start with Active Pulse Math. So the standards report is a report that you can generate for each individual student for both the ELA, DORA, and the math, DOMA, and ADAM assessments. But for a class standards report, you can only pull that data when you are looking at the ADAM or DOMA assessment results. So I'm here in the math. I'm sorry. Am I in the math? Yes. So I am here in the math active pulse score and report page. And in the middle of the page where you see these tabs, um, I'm hovering my mouse over each one of the strands of um, the math assessments and the DOMA assessments, and coming to the second to last tab here, and it's called Standards. So I'm going to click on that. So this is the only place that you can access the standards report for your entire class. So let's take a look at the filter that LGL provides for us here at the top. You're able to filter out the class that you would like to see your standards report for. You're able to filter the students in your class. So you can look at all of your students in the class or just students that have assessments. So that means that they've taken DORA or ADAM or DOMA assessments. And then you're able to look at the way that the score is provided. It's either provided as a grade level score or a raw score. All right. So coming down, you see there is a gray bar in the center of your page where you're able to choose your Common Core or actually your standards for your state, or if you'd like Common Core. So I'm going to scroll down here to New Jersey, right? And then I'm going to select a standard. Now, this is a fourth grade class. So I'm going to go ahead and select a fourth grade math standard. The base 10 standard here for numbers and operations. I'm going to choose the first one, MBT.1, and then I'm going to click on apply. And then what happens is you'll see a breakdown of your students, and they break it down by standards based upon the foundational skills that need building. So these are the students that need to build the foundational skills in this particular standard. And then you have a grouping of students that are ready to learn, which unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I shouldn't say, this particular class doesn't have students on the threshold of ready to learn this standard, but coming down, you'll see you have students that have demonstrated mastery of this standard. So for this class, the majority of students here have mastered this standard. And you could see if you look at the headings of each column, it'll tell you the total score for this particular standard, and then the scores of the subtests within that standard. So you could see there are a couple of scores here that are kind of a little bit on the cusp. So you can see that as well. And then down below, it gives you a little key to help you understand what the scores mean. So the red scores, which is what we just witnessed up here, represent non-mastery of the lowest set within a subtest. So these two students didn't master the lowest set within division. So you could see that they are struggling there. The black or bold scores are made bold when a student's score is 0.25 or more years below his or her decimal grade at the time of the assessment. Okay, so you can see that they are a little bit below grade level here. within this subtest for their last assessment. And then the bold scores that are in green are the maximum scores indicated mastery of the subtest. Okay, so we see that right here for this student mastered the division part of that subtest. You can also, if you'd like, if you want to click on any one of these headings, you can kind of sort by a specific heading and then in a particular order from highest to lowest, the lowest to highest. You're able to do that as well here. So this is how you would access for your entire class for a standards report. And again, this is only for math. All right, so I'm going to come back up to the menu options here at the top of the page, and I'm going to jump over to the Active Pulse ELA score and report page to show you how to pull this report for a specific student. And you can do this as well in the Active Pulse math score and report page, but I just wanted to provide an English language arts example, so the DORA assessment. So clicking on the reports column, which is the last column on the right, that will be specific to a student. So if you follow that row, it will bring you to the student's name. So for this student, I'm going to select the standards report. And again, like I said, you can choose this for an individual student in the math active pulse score and report page. So choosing choosing the standard, I'm coming down to New Jersey. Okay, and I get to pick my standard range. So from fourth grade to fourth grade, and then I can display my report for the student. So what this is going to do is bring me to the standards for the student for ELA, and it groups all of the ELA standards and it breaks it down by the writing, speaking and listening, reading literature, informational text, and foundational skills, and then down to language. So, as you can see, there are different colors here for each one of the strands, and you can see what they mean. So, the green, anything that's in green with a check mark shows that that student has mastered that standard. Anything with the blue thumbs up means that that student is ready to learn that standard. And then anything that's red with the hand up is foundational support needed for that particular standard for that student. So for this student, it seems like writing seems to be something that support is needed. Maybe a little bit here within their comprehension and collaboration, but they're ready to learn these standards. And scrolling down informational text, you could see that they are advanced or mastered that standard. So this gives you a peek into a student's mastery level or support needed for specific standards within the ELA subject area based upon the student's DORA assessment. All right, so this has been a video on how to pull and read the standards report in Let's Go Learn for both DORA, DOMA, and the ADAM assessments. All right, guys, I hope this helped. You have a great day.